Simon, you certainly had your opportunities. I think you had more scoring shots, more inside the 50s in the end. Can you put your finger on exactly where it went wrong for the ball?
Yeah, look, it's a tale of two halves. There's no question about that. I thought, our first half was certainly very average around the footy, from a clearance and contest perspective. And then you're right, we had our chances in the second half. We just looked a bit rushy with our ball use inside 50, and ability to finish certainly wasn't to the level. We had our opportunities, but we didn't maximise them, and it's something that we'll go away and have a look at.
Was it disappointing not to make more of the opportunities, particularly late in the game? I think in the last quarter you had a period of 9 or 10 inside 50s almost in a row to start the term, and only finished with one goal in that period, and Lockie Whitfield goes up the other end and kicks a goal on the counter. Was that particularly disappointing? I
think it's frustrating in the end. That you've got the game back looking the way it should look. You're getting your opportunities, you're getting your time in half, and we just weren't able to maximise it. I think we bellied the ball on snaps probably 4 or 5 times, but we had shots at goal, which we weren't getting in the first half. So that is frustrating. It's frustrating for the playing group as much as the coaching and our supporters, because you've got momentum in the game and you can't capitalise on it. So, but in saying that, I thought the Giants defended incredibly well. I thought they were very hard around the contest, and they won clearance, and they made the game really difficult to play. And full credit's got to go to them. I thought in the critical moments they stood up and defended better than what we did.
You look to tinker your forward line going forward. The last 3 games you've not scored more than 70 points. You look to bring in a Ben Brown or a Sam Wiedemann next week?
It was certainly something we'll look at. There's no question about that. I think if you look through the history of the season, I think we've lost 2 games playing 3 tools and 1 game playing 2 tools. But we're not naive to the fact that we probably need to execute better inside 50, and we need to score a little bit more. As I said, it's something we'll continue to look at. The key thing is that those guys get themselves in really good form, and that'll give themselves the best opportunity to play. But we're just going to continue to find ways where we can execute better and build our game, and today wasn't that. I felt that there was too many areas, especially in that first half, that certainly weren't to the level.
Is the form line concerning at all, or you just think it's a bit of a blip at the moment?
In what regard?
The form line over the last few weeks. You've lost 2 of the last 3.
Yeah, look, I think we got ourselves the chance to reset ourselves in the bye. We're in a pretty good position as a footy club, and one where we're going to continue to build as a footy club. We came out of that bye and played a really strong game last week. We certainly didn't play to the level that we'd like in that first half this week, but I thought, we're playing a good side. AFL footy's tough, and we sit where we sit. We're in a good position to move forward, but we don't sit here thinking that we can't improve and get better, and that's our challenge. The results and the process will take care of themselves.
You spoke earlier in the year, Simon, about centre clearance being a concern. I think after round 7 or 8 games, is that still an issue? You mentioned it before, particularly in the first half. Is that still something that you're working on, do you think?
Was today, Riley, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was 11 to 6 or something.
Yeah, 11 to 6, and I think they scored 3 scoring shots on the back of that. So, yeah, look, that's an area we'll keep working on. It's it's not where we want it to be, and it needs to get more consistent. Clearance was an issue, and centre bounce was an issue today. So there are areas that we expect to be better at, and we'll drive and work hard to come out against Port Adelaide and be better in those areas.
Might be a bit of a naive question, but is that a personnel issue? Is it a system issue, or is it a bit of both? Or what goes into fixing those concerns?
Oh, it's all that. It's how you connect with your ruckman. It's it's your method in and around the contest areas, and as importantly, the guys off the square are as important in some of those elements. So it's all of that combined, and it's an area that we need to get better at, and we'll train it.